Okay, let's look at exercise 9. This is where we're determining the effect of an inventory error on our amounts. So we're looking at California Pool Supplies merchandise inventory data for the year ended December 31st, 2015. Okay, so we've got sales revenue, we've got our cost of goods sold calculation, and gross profit. They're saying assume that the ending inventory was accidentally overstated by 2,400, excuse me. What are the correct amounts for cost of goods sold and gross profit? And how would this error affect next year if we don't correct it? So let's look at my file where we're going to do our calculations, and let's take a look. So if you remember, when we do cost of goods sold, we take beginning inventory plus our purchases, that's what's available for sale, subtract out what we have in ending inventory, and then that leaves cost of goods sold, okay? So when we're calculating this, we've got an incorrect cost of goods sold. So this is our incorrect cost of goods sold. It's down as $24,600. All right, so that's our cost of goods sold. But they overstated ending inventory by $2,400. So this ending inventory is actually not $6,200. It's actually $3,800. Okay, we take out the $2,400. So it's understated. So if we had less inventory here, that means we sold more. So that means our cost of goods sold is understated. So our understatement is $2,400. So our correct cost of goods sold is adding those together. So we're going to take $24,600 plus $2,400. So our correct cost of goods sold is $27,000. Okay. So if this number of our cost of goods sold is understated, that means that gross profit's more than what it should be, right? Because 60,000 minus 24,600 is 35,400. But if this number is supposed to be 27,000, then gross profit's more than it should be. Okay, so that gross profit is incorrect. Oops. And it was 35,400. And with that understatement of cost of goods sold, that means our gross profit's overstated by $2,400. So if I subtract out the overstatement, that's going to get me my corrected gross profit. So my gross profit should actually be $33,000. Okay. So if we wanted to prove it, we could take this and change that 6,200 to 3,800, and that's going to give us 27,000 for our cost of goods sold here, and then gross profit will be 33,000. Okay. Okay. So our ending merchandise inventory at the end of 2015 is the same as the beginning merchandise for next year. So if we don't correct this year, then the beginning inventory for next year is going to be overstated. Okay. So that would mean this beginning number for next year is going to be overstated, and it would have the same effect for next year. So the beginning inventory would be overstated, and so would the gross profit for next year. It's going to be, so let's see. So if it's overstated for next year, this would be $2,400 overstated. The cost of goods sold would be overstated because when we go and do our count at the end of the period, assuming the ending inventory is correct, then we're going to be writing off more cost of goods sold next year because this ending inventory will be correct. So then our gross profit would be understated by the $2,400. Okay, so it's going to flow from year to year if we don't make the correction. All right. Sometimes errors are really hard for students to kind of grasp. So if you have any questions on this, just let me know, send me an email, or post your question in the discussion board. Okay.